Alright, all you fine and wonderful people, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So, I got to thinking today, on the next update, probably 4 days time, around about then, we're going to see some new characters dropping in the game. It's not going to be an event, it's going to be normal units, and by normal units I mean units that are going to go into the divination pool. I don't know if we're going to get any like factional units or anything like that, but we are expecting something to come along that is going to be either Inferno or it's going to be Master. Now, I know that it's been assumed that it might be Balrog. I don't have anything concrete, but I've got reason to believe it won't be Balrog. I can't really say more than that, other than it's been hinted to me that we might get a character who there's designs for, that you might have seen designs for, who isn't yet in any version of the game. But I don't know if that is accurate. You know, like, there are certain characters who may appear in certain places and there might be certain art for them, but they're not actually in the game yet. So, while I'm not outright saying that that's what to expect, just some hints to say maybe that is what to expect. But that's got me to thinking, right? So, we've had all these characters coming out, right? Here we go. So we've got a whole bunch of Master characters, a whole bunch of Inferno characters. So let's just do some removal here. Take away all of the limited units. It leaves 1, 2 added to the Inferno pool, and 1, 2, 3 added to the Master pool. Now, whether it be Master, whether it be Inferno, we're going to have another unit coming along. And I've realised as of late that how are you supposed to get these units? Like, people are going to say to me, oh, Hayzink, this is the same issue that we experience with Master and Inferno units that are added to the special summoning pool. Well, I actually want to disagree with that slightly, and allow me to elaborate, right? So, obviously the divination pool works ever so slightly differently, right? May as well do a single. I've got one ticket. The divination pool works ever so slightly different to the special summoning pool, right? Special summoning pool, you can save up your tickets. You get 50 tickets for a pre-login for an event. On top of that, you get 60 tickets, I think it is, just for taking part in the event. Okay, if you're fortunate, which is only 3 people, but if you're fortunate, you also then gain a bunch of tickets from ranking in the leaderboard, right? You've got the chance, again, if you're fortunate, to gain special summoning tickets from Final Showdown. You've got events that come along, like the HWA, and you can get special summoning tickets. What you can't get very often in this game is divination tickets. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. You can get divination tickets from specific places. When you've reached a certain level in the faction towers, good luck earning divination tickets, because you're not moving, right? So, up to a point, yes, you can get divination tickets from the factional towers, but that's done, right? Once you've hit that, you've used them, and it's done, because you cannot get these on a regular basis, right? You cannot get them here. And outside of that, the only real recurring place, unless you are over VIP 14 where you get 10 a month or something like that, you don't really have anywhere to get them from. Now, people are going to say, right, okay, but the difference is you can use your diamonds. You can use your diamonds to summon in the divination pool. Well, I would argue that you can't, right? again, allow me to explain. Your diamonds are your, I want to call them one size fits all currency, right? If that makes sense. Because your diamonds, you need to use your diamonds for your special summoning tickets, assuming that you're building them up. You need to use them for your soul cores, assuming that you're building them up. You need to use them when you're doing your Shadlow City, when you hit the shops and you've got bonus amounts for your T1 and T2 engraving stones, when you've got bonus amounts and discounts on your vehicle tokens, all of that type of stuff, right? You've also got the times when you get your boost stone kits popping up in here. Do you know what? I'm going to buy it, right? Your boost stone kits in here, these are useful. Maybe some people don't do that. I do, because they are very vital. There is a lot better uses and a lot more needed uses for your diamonds than summoning on the divination pool. So what I'm basically getting at is, they need to find more ways to reward us with divination tokens. Because right now, let's just say you're someone who is going for Sagat, going for Ibuki, whatever, going for whoever this new character is that's coming out. Let's just say that's you, right? You've got to right now, so if you're someone who can do this, right? Let's just say you regularly can rank top 3. Right? You can rank top 3. You know you can rank top 3 in your battle zone. There's maybe not a lot of competition, and if you want to, you will get top 3. You have to make the decision that, well, do you know what? I really want to go for these divination units, so I am going to purposely hobble myself, and I'm going to go for spot 4 to 10. To me, that isn't worth it. Like, you lose out on a bunch of diamonds, you get less divination tokens than you would special tokens, so it's not really productive as an option to not push, because this is better. So what I would propose to the devs, if they listen, which the only time they really ever listen to me is if I say it's a scam, but I feel like at all levels, including up to the top 50, they should probably introduce a chest. Now, divination tokens are less valuable. Just within the game, it's been pre-established, right? Divination tokens are far less valuable than special summoning tokens, right? We can see that by going here. If we go to add these guys, if we go to the shop, wrong one, if we go to the mall, and if we go to limited, if we go to the tarot shop, it's $99 for 45, and for $99 you get 110 of your special summon of your divination tickets. So purchasing them, they are roughly saying that divination tokens are about 45% as valuable as special summoning tickets, right? That's what they're saying within their own pricing model. That is what they're saying, right? So when it comes to here, when it comes to the rewards, I think they should give us a choice. I think they should give us a box, and that box should work along the same lines as this box, which already exists within the game. Battle Royale, if we go here, and then we... can I not see the rewards? There we go. Here, right, this. And just have two things in it. Just literally have two things in it. Have whatever you're at, right? So I'm just going to use number 1 rank as an example here, right? 20 special summoning tickets, or 35 divination tokens, or 30, whatever they choose to do, right? Whether it be 20 of the red ones, 30 of the gold ones, whatever, right? But just to be clear, I think that should carry on all the way down. So basically, if you are someone who is doing this, and you get top 10, have a box where you can either choose these 12 or 10 red ones. Because there's going to be people in the other position who've saved up loads of divination tokens, but they can't get many red tokens. I just feel like there isn't enough avenues to get this golden currency. There's more avenues to get the red currency than there is to get the gold currency. And while people may argue that, but you can use your diamonds on divination, again, I would argue that that's probably not the best use for your diamonds because of the various things that we've said. You've got, in fact, you know what I mean, you've got your boost stones, your soul stones, you've got speeding up your AFK, which will give you more soul stones. There's so many uses for your diamonds that it's very hard to actually keep a decent amount of diamonds if you are doing everything you can to grow your account. Like, I've said this before, I never have a lot of diamonds because every day I buy my tickets, I buy my soul stones, I boost my AFK, I do the things that will help me progress my account. Now, I know people will say, oh, but you should make your decision based on what you need to do. Here, I'm not suggesting that they give everyone the opportunity to earn 50, 60, 70 divination tickets a month. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting they literally give us more avenues to earn more than, what, 10, 15 a month maybe that we can earn just now. Because other than getting them from when a character drops and we can do the trial, that's 5. If you can rank in Battle Royale, which depending on where you are, because of how it scales, it can be pretty difficult. Like, when it comes to Battle Royale, for example, it is actually easier for this person to get first than it is for me to get first, because the way that the scaling works in Battle Royale, I get infinitely harder bosses and people to fight, not bosses, but bots is what I meant to say, than this person. And the reason for that is, when I face a bot, the bot is scaled to me, but a little bit more, and they have things like all their fighting spirits maxed out, their fighting souls are maxed out, they can just do insane damage. Once you go over 2,400 points, they just do an insane, unrealistic amount of damage, and that is not an easy avenue at all to get divination tokens. And realistically, even if you did win, you're only looking at 20 a month. So I think they really need to start adding in more ways for all players to earn more divination tickets. Because again, as I said, despite the fact that you guys might think, oh, the special summoning pool sucks, we can never get units, they actually do give out a lot of tickets. They do. Even if you're not winning events, if you're buying the tickets daily, if you're doing your pre-login, doing your event and all the rest of it, they actually do give out quite a lot of special summoning tickets. However, they do not at all give out a decent amount of divination tokens, and I think they really need to reevaluate that. And whether it's given us the choice to either take special summoning tickets from events or a slightly higher amount of divination tokens from events, I feel like that's a change that would benefit everyone, regardless of where you are in the game. And it's something they should consider doing, because they're going to keep piling in more Inferno and more Master characters, and you have to ask yourself, where are you getting the currency from? Sure, you can buy it, 100%, but that needs to be tempered somewhat with you being able to earn a fair chunk of it. Because if you're buying 100% of your divination tokens, it's going to burn you out. But if you are getting maybe 30% of that total through playing, then you're going to feel a little bit more rewarded. And when you finally pull a unit, yeah, okay, fair enough, unless you've saved for months, you're probably going to have had to spend to get that unit. But it's the difference between you maybe spending, I don't know, $200 or $500, you know? So I think it's something they should really look at. I think the reward structure in general needs to have a bit of an overhaul, because again, while they are layering on these special summoning characters and they are giving us tokens, They are also layering on these divination characters, and they're not giving us ways to get tokens, and I feel like it's a change that has to happen. I think most people would welcome it, and I think the most straightforward way of doing it would probably be what I've already suggested, which would be changing up the reward table to make it a box where you can select either red special summoning tickets or maybe 30% or 40% more, maybe 30% more divination tokens, even if they want to be super nice, because this is not uncommon in other AFK games. They could add in some here so that if you were to buy them, it would give you basically a discounted 10 pool. If you'd done it for a week, maybe buying free tickets just like this, the total would come out to less than 5,000. Just be small things like that make it a little bit more rewarding, and make it a little bit more accessible, and I think it's something they should really consider. Anyway, this wasn't a moan, this was just a suggestion, something I'd like to see happening, and I'd like to know your feedback. I'm Hayzink, thanks for watching, and any hints I've done with tapping, it's just what I've heard. I don't know whether it's true or not, because I hear a lot of things, and even though it comes from sources that should be quite reliable, it doesn't always pan out, because subject to change likes to rear its ugly head from time to time. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Peace.